Hey guys, Mike from Fight Your Rival here, and I just want to give a quick review of Street Fighter X Tekken for iOS. It's technically the first portable version of the game. The Vita version hasn't arrived yet. And the first thing you'll notice, as you see on the screen, the game's for a mobile game. It's absolutely gorgeous. The graphics are a big step up from Street Fighter 4 Volt, which is already a pretty game. It was the iOS and iPhone version of Street Fighter 4. The core gameplay, if you've played Street Fighter 4 on an iPhone before, you'll feel right at home. It uses a basic 4-button scheme: one punch, one kick, a special move button that makes executing things like fireballs really easy. And instead of a focus button in Street Fighter 4, you have a cross button, which does the tagging, launchers, basically all the new mechanics to Street Fighter X Tekken. The most interesting thing about the game is that they actually reworked the core mechanics of Street Fighter X Tekken for this mobile version, which I think is really cool. Instead of having two independent point characters that both have their own life bars and can both die, you have a point character, and your second character is more of an assist. They have a limited time that they can be in the game, and they're more there to bring in, to do extra damage on combos and to fight for a little bit while your main character recovers health. I think it's really interesting, and to go with that, they've actually altered Pandora completely. Pandora was kind of intended to be the comeback mechanic in Cross Tekken, but it really was kind of useless. You had to have like a really great setup to be able to kill someone with it, because you only had 8 seconds to win the match, or else you die. This time, you can still sacrifice your partner to activate Pandora, and basically you'll just do a lot of damage for a short amount of time. But if you run out of Pandora, you're not dead, which is really, really cool. The character selection is pretty light, but I think it was a smart choice. I mean, they got the core characters: Ryu, Kazuya, Chun-li, Nina, the favorites you'd expect to see, and then also people like Guile and Paul, more of the fan favorites. Just like how Capcom did with Street Fighter 4, it's almost a guarantee that they'll update the game with more characters in the future. But I'm kind of glad that they sacrificed the character selection to just make the overall game better. And also from the console, another thing altered from the console version is the gem selection system. It's actually, rather than the really complex gem system in the console game, there's basically just 3 types of gems: attack, defense, and speed. You level them up basically through the points that you acquire playing the game, and I believe after a launcher, after certain moves, you'll randomly get one of your 3 gems. And as far as modes in the game, there's a standard arcade mode, pretty simple. You play a few fights, no real big boss battle. If you're playing as a Tekken character, you fight Pandora, Ryu, and vice versa. If you're playing as a Street Fighter character, you fight Pandora, Kazuya. Interestingly, if you unlock the trials for each character when you beat the game, which is, the trials are the basic combo, learning the basic combos of each character, which I found to be a little counterproductive. You kind of have to beat the game with someone to really learn how to use them. The game, just like Street Fighter 4, has an online mode. I played it a little bit. It wasn't too bad. There's a slight bit of lag, but overall, similar netcode to the mobile version of Street Fighter 4. And just like Street Fighter 4, it's playable with Bluetooth. So to sum up, Cross Tekken Mobile, right now it's available on the App Store for $3, which is great value. If you want a fun, simple fighter that actually really takes advantage of the mobile platform and doesn't really just slap the game into iOS without any significant changes, I think it's worth buying. Even if you play Cross Tekken on console, it's kind of a nice twist on the game with the new partner system. And if you have a Vita and you want a really hardcore portable fighter, you might as well wait for the Vita version of the game. But for $3, it's eventually going to go to $5. But for a really cheap price, if you want a fun, simple fighter to play on the train while you kill time, you really can't go wrong. So this is Mike from Fight Your Rival, and remember, keep fighting, guys.
Know that I am the top fighter in